Theodore Van Kirk died in 2014, carrying a secret he never dared to speak for 60 years. Before he passed, one reporter asked him a single forbidden question, and his answer changed everything we thought we knew about Hiroshima. This is the testimony the military never suppressed because he never gave it, and the proof lies in one chilling artifact: his mission log and a single blank page. August 6, 1945, 2:45 a.m., 6 men boarded a Silver B-29 bomber on Tinian Island. Its name, the Enola Gay. Its cargo, a weapon that could erase an entire city. Theodore Van Kirk, just 24 years old, was the navigator. His job, guide the bomber to a single set of coordinates, then guide it home. He didn't know what the object in the bomb bay would do. None of them did. They were chosen for this mission because they'd flown together for 2 years. 58 combat missions across the Pacific. They trusted each other with their lives. But this mission was different. The briefing before takeoff lasted only 12 minutes. The commander said the bomb had the power of 20,000 tons of TNT. Van Kirk wrote the number in his notebook, then crossed it out. He couldn't comprehend what that meant. No one could. There was no reference point in human history for what they were about to do. Van Kirk spent the hour before takeoff calculating fuel loads and plotting backup routes. He worked in silence. The other crew members tried to joke, tried to ease the tension. Van Kirk didn't speak. He just kept calculating. 6 hours into flight, the weaponeer crawled into the bomb bay and armed the device midair. Van Kirk heard the click echo through the fuselage. That's when it hit him. If the plane crashed, they wouldn't just die, they'd take the entire Pacific with them. The bomb was live. There was no turning back. At 8:15 a.m., he confirmed the target. 34.39 degrees north, 132.45 degrees east, Hiroshima City Center. Clear skies. Perfect visibility. No margin for error. The bombardier released the bomb. Van Kirk started his stopwatch. 43 seconds of silence. Then, flash. Co-pilot Robert Lewis looked out the window and saw the cloud rise 40,000 feet in 90 seconds. He wrote 9 words in his diary. "My God, what have we done?" Van Kirk was sitting 3 feet away. He never looked out the window. The tail gunner screamed to the intercom. "It's like a giant mushroom." The radio operator tried to take photos through the window. The pilot banked the plane hard right to escape the blast wave, a maneuver they practiced dozens of times, but never under these conditions. The shock wave hit the plane twice. First at 43 seconds, then again at 67 seconds. The echo bouncing off the ground and catching up to them at 30,000 feet. Van Kirk kept his eyes locked on his instruments. Fuel, course, altitude. He calculated the return route. To Tinian. He logged the time. He did his job. He never looked back. For 60 years, he told everyone the same line. It was necessary. I have no regrets. He gave interviews. He attended reunions. He defended the mission in documentaries and classrooms. He was consistent, unwavering, until 2005. When a German reporter asked the one question that broke him. If the roles were reversed, if Japan had dropped the bomb on America, would you accept their justification? Van Kirk hesitated. 10 seconds of silence. Then he said softly, "I'm not proud of all the deaths it caused." It was the first time in 6 decades he admitted doubt. The military never censored him. He censored himself. After the war, Van Kirk's mission log was archived at the Smithsonian. 14 pages of coordinates, fuel numbers, and weather notes. Every detail meticulously recorded. But page 9... the exact moment of detonation is blank. No damage report. No description. No confirmation of target destruction. Not even a timestamp. Every other log he filed during the war had post-strike analysis. Target hit, damage observed, mission success. But Hiroshima? Nothing. As if the moment was too heavy to write down. As if putting it on paper would make it too real. That single blank page has become one of the most haunting artifacts of World War II. Proof of a silence that words could never fill. His wife later told a historian that he would wake up at night and sit in his study for hours. She never asked what he was thinking about. She already knew. Some nights, she would find him staring at old navigation charts. Not working, just staring. Van Kirk returned home, married his high school sweetheart, and became a chemical engineer. He worked for DuPont for 35 years. He never flew again, not even commercially. He drove everywhere, even cross-country trips that took days. When his son asked him in 1978 why he left the Air Force, Van Kirk said, "I'd already done the biggest thing anyone could ever do." Everything after that felt small. He stopped attending Enola Gay crew reunions after 2005. The other survivors noticed. They called. He didn't answer. The bombardier, Thomas Farabee, told a reporter, Dutch changed. Something broke in him. In his final interview, a few months before his death, he was asked, "Do you think about Hiroshima?" He said quietly, "Every day." Then he added something no one expected, "I just wish I could have seen it from the ground." The reporter pressed, "Would that have changed anything?" Van Kirk looked away from the camera. His hands gripped the armrest. He said, "It would have changed me, not to celebrate, to understand what he'd done, to see the faces, to know the weight of 80,000 lives in a single moment." Theodore Van Kirk was buried at Arlington in 2014, Section 34, grave 1823. His headstone lists his medals and rank, but not Hiroshima. The Enola Gay sits in a museum now. Visitors walk past Van Kirk's navigator seat every day. They take photos of his instruments, but they never see what he saw, because he never looked. And maybe that was his way of remembering. I'm not proud of all the deaths it caused. That's not regret. That's truth. The forbidden truth he carried for 60 years. If you want to see more forbidden artifacts that expose the untold truths behind history's darkest moments, subscribe now and join us as we uncover the evidence they tried to bury one artifact at a time.